So the Celtics snapped their 3-game skid here at TD Garden with the win over the Hornets 119-103. And this segment is brought to you by 1-in-100. Head over to 1-in-100.co where you can enter to win tickets to a future Celtics game, Patriots game, as well as the Bruins.
Do it.
Your initial entry is absolutely free. So head over to 1-in-100.co. That's 1-in-100.co. Got Clevis, got Chris here. Gentlemen, the Celtics bounced back at 3-game skid. We saw the starting 5 back intact. Al Horford back in the mix. Under a minutes restriction, but still, you saw the difference that he makes when he's out there. We also saw Marcus Morris out there. What is your impression from this game against the Hornets? Did the big player meeting work after the
all about
players only meeting? I mean, we might as well start
meeting.
there because that's been the talking point before and after the game.
That meeting
let's get there.
Has a pin for the rest of the season. It is pinned on the top of the Celtics Twitter timeline. Like, it's not going anywhere because since that meeting they're 5-0.
At least for the foreseeable future. Yeah, absolutely.
No more F Thanksgiving.
No more F Thanksgiving.
Celtics.
Yeah, now
Clevis, you're the only one pushing that other one. Right? I don't know about that one.
I'm sure there are other
but I guess this is the new one now.
I mean, if that meeting magically fixed Al Horford's knee, then yeah, it was successful because bringing him back in the lineup, even if it was only for 19 minutes, it's a huge difference. I mean, you put a guy like him back into the middle of that lineup, the ball movement comes back, the flow of the offense seems to just reappear. That magical starting lineup that kicked off that 8-game winning streak was right back to it. I think they shot 60%, 59% tonight.
Yeah.
So I think, maybe it was the meeting. I don't know. But Al Horford makes a huge difference in the starting lineup, and him just being back in there kind of recreated all of that ball movement.
Yeah, I just think having everybody back, the Celtics were finally back to normal because they've just been injury prone for most of the season.
Yeah.
We've seen Gordon Hayward catch a lob. I mean, so it's just the team's getting more confident. They're getting back to who they should be. And Locke and Kyrie Irving was talking about how there's so many high expectations, obviously generated by the media, but obviously the team is so deep that they should be good as well. But I think the Hornets aren't the best team, but you want to blow them out. They're up by 30.
Right. They should be doing this.
Whenever it's Geno time, it's a win for the Celtics.
That's right. Right. When you see Wanamaker out there with about 7 minutes left, I mean, let's face it, that means
everybody scored.
Yeah, that means the game is intact. The win's intact.
No Brad Wanamaker hate here.
No, I didn't mean it like that, but you guys know exactly what I mean.
But this is what this team should be doing. I mean, they should be blowing out teams like the Hornets. They should be blowing out teams like the Knicks. Like, obviously you can't expect them to win by 30 points like every game, but seriously, like
have
they
the
should
game in control.
Yeah, they should have the game in control the whole way like they did tonight. This is what we should expect against a bad team.
Did the team seem relatively loose to you two? Because to me, I just saw a lot of joking around, saw a lot of smiles. Obviously,
we saw Yabu dancing on the bench.
Yeah, we saw Yabu dancing on the bench.
That was jump around.
Like that's he loves the song "Jump Around." Like House of Pain is clearly a big fan of the band House of Pain, or I should say a rap group. I guess they're technically a rap group. But also you saw a lot of laughs. You saw Jason Tatum and Kyrie Irving kind of goofing off there with the post game interview with Abby Chin. How much of that is a result of that meeting, I guess, or is it just a result of these guys really open with each other and find a space where they're just saying to each other, you know what, we're going to be okay, we'll take it one game at a time, and we have each other's back?
I mean, we'll never really know what happened in that meeting. Like Marcus Morris said today, well,
I don't think it's a coincidence. That's pretty much what I'm getting at. I feel like they're in a good space right now because of that meeting. I think it was helpful.
In that meeting, a lot of guys could have gotten a lot of things off their chests, and now there's a lot out there in the open, and they're more comfortable with each other, and they can kind of move on. There's a weight off their backs, and I think, like they all said after Friday night's game, the meeting was much needed.
Yeah,
and that allows them to loosen up.
Yeah, and I think this team. I mean, I don't want to overanalyze the meeting, but I think these guys.
It's too late.
We're already there, man.
It's just that, I don't think the meeting is going to make Tatum and Kyrie have their arms around Gershon dancing, or the team just being so fun and loose and long. I don't think a meeting does that. I think they're just naturally like that. I mean, that's what
maybe if they play Charlotte every night.
I think they were like that because you beat a team by so much that your personality shows. I mean, whenever you're ball playing, you're blowing out a team. You always to get a little bit laid back. So I don't think the meeting played a part in that. But it is good to see this team having fun, enjoying themselves, and just especially before the Christmas. So I think that's
they got the holiday spirit.
That's
right.
That's what it is.
They must have done their Yankee swap. Maybe that's what it was.
Maybe that's what the meeting was.
That's probably what it was. Kyrie Irving, of course, after the game talked about that. This is going to be a process. It's going to take some time. This isn't going to be a fix that they can put together on the fly. Right. It's a long season, so of course we still have plenty of basketball left throughout the season, and we'll have to see how this team responds. And that next challenge is on Christmas Day against the Philadelphia 76ers here at TD Garden.